You can come up here. Do you want to come up here? Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Oh. Yeah, this isn't going to work because there's too many bodies in the screen. Yeah. You want to come lay over here? Here. Lay up here. Okay. Hi. Sorry. Here we go. Now we're going. Sorry about this. Okay, here's your ball. There's your ball. Now go lay down. All right. Sorry about that. I will edit it out if I can figure out how. I want to talk to you about Raisin in the Sun. We're talking about the end of the movie. Basically what happens is Walter Jr. is going to take the money from the homeowners association to not move into the neighborhood. And then he gets even though Mama and Ruth are all against that. And then finally he sort of sees the light and realizes that the only way to stand up to racial discrimination is to actually stand up against it and not to give in to it and that kind of thing. And so because of that, there's been, he changes his mind. And at the end of the play, they all walk out and leaving Mama behind. And she looks around one last time and then picks up her plant and then walks out. And that's the way the play ends. So I want to talk to you about some of the symbolism with regard to some of the aspects of the movie. The first thing I want to talk about is the eggs, and these are the eggs that Ruth is cooking for Walter Jr. She asks him how does he want his eggs, and he says any way but scrambled, and then she starts to scramble them. And so this symbolizes the practicality of the wife scrambling the eggs rather than the dreamer version of Walter, because when you scramble eggs, they go further. So you can take one egg and add some milk to it, and when you scramble it up, you could feed 2 people. If you take one egg and you fry it, then that's 1 egg per person kind of thing. So the practicality of having to make things sort of last and that kind of stuff is one aspect. Also, the fact that some people think that Ruth is subverting Walter's masculinity because he tells her what he wants and then she goes on and does what she wants to anyway. And the idea of whether or not Ruth is doing what's best for the family and whether or not Walter is doing what's best for the family. Sorry, I'm throwing the ball briefly. Let's see. Then Mama's flower. It sits and it doesn't get enough light and it doesn't get enough vitamins, and so it's kind of a scrawny plant. And because of that, it's sort of an analogy for the family who is struggling. The family, they're all struggling. They don't have enough room. They don't get enough sunlight. They don't get enough exercise. They don't get enough of anything. And so because of that, the plant is one of those things that sort of relates to the family. However, Mama never gives up on the plant, and Mama never gives up on the family either. She is persistent with it. She's dedicated to it, just like she is to the family. And so because of that, she still, they say, are you going to take that old plant with you? And she goes, yes. And so we kind of all hope that the plant is living happily ever after, just like the family will flourish in this new environment, so will the plant. So will the family. The plant will and the family will. You're distracting me. Thank you. The insurance check. They're getting this money because Walter Sr. has died. So it's because of a death, but it's also representative of new growth. And it's giving them all a portion or options to be able to get what they want or need in life. And remember, it would be about getting like $89,000, $88,000 now. And so although it wouldn't be enough to, like, you couldn't buy an island with it, but it could change your life. And so think of it as that, as a way in which you could really change somebody's life. And so everybody wants their portion, their life changed. Benita wants her dream of being a doctor. Walter Sr. wants to Walter Jr. wants to invest it, and Mama wants a house for everybody. And so instead of taking the money and just doing one thing with it, she tries to give everyone a piece of their dream. And even after it becomes known that Walter has lost part of the money, they are still able to have their dream of a bigger home. So it does represent sort of a new life for the younger family. In the film, Benita changes her outfit. When Joseph Assagai comes over, he brings his sister's traditional outfit, and Benita wears it. And then she flips back when George comes over. She puts on her, American clothes. And so in the book or the play, it's her hair. She cuts her hair. And so it's all about whether or not she wears her hair straightened or if she wears her hair natural. And so this sort of is a way in which Benita is she wants to assert herself, and she wants to do what's best for herself. But she doesn't really know what that is. And so she comes to discover that, although she still wants to find her roots, she also is understanding her own, localized roots. So her immediate family as well. Also want to talk about all the different dreams that the people have. Am I boring you? Sorry about that. And what that means. So you'd want to look at each person's dream and sort of think about, were they dreaming for themselves or were they dreaming for the family? So I think those are all of the things. I'm sorry for all the distractions. I'll find a way to next time maybe not have as many distractions. If the dogs annoy you, let me know and I'll put them away. But I'm going to post this, and then I want you as a discussion board to comment on your favorite part of the movie and your least favorite part of the movie, and give me a good test question for the movie. And that'll be all for this week. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.